We are
now in session.
Welcome back, everybody. New episode. First off, before we start, we want to give a shout out to Forever on their nomination for the Fresno chapter for being new on the scene and best watering hole.
Wow.
For 2024.
Wow.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
So,
Forever 21. Forever?
Forever, bro.
I said forever 21, but forever.
Yeah.
but check them out, dude. They're on Herndon and Temperance area.
Yeah.
They're only...
It's Herndon and Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Herndon
That's
Armstrong.
right,
Down the
that's
street
right.
from Charles' house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, let's not tell people where I live. They're on Herndon and Armstrong, right next to Art.
Who is your best friend in school?
right next to Arc Mediterranean.
Yes.
Yeah, Arc Mediterranean.
It's
And next to RNG eyebrow threading. That's where I go get my eyebrows done at.
south. It's a southeast corner, basically southeast corner of Herndon and Armstrong.
Their pho's actually really good. So
Yeah.
you guys want to check them out, man. They boil their broth for at least 24 hours, 48 hours, I want to say. So they do.
Shout out to Tommy, the owner.
Yep.
Shout out to you, Tommy. Congratulations, man.
And not just that, they got like the best collection of liquor out there for any fuzz shop. They got like all kind of whiskey, and I usually drink like rare whiskeys, like Eagle Rare and
Bourbon?
bourbons. But then like Macallan, they're not that rare. But there's Highland, there's Whistle Pig, there's all kind of liquor.
How do you say I'm high maintenance without saying I'm high maintenance? Huh?
Yeah, and like they have the top shelf, but easy steps to get up there. Yeah, so they put all the affordable stuff on top because they know when I get there, I order from the bottom shelf. So they put all the expensive shit on the bottom.
I'm ordering top shelf all the way, man.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us still. For all the followers that's been following us, supporting us through the last year and a half, 2 years or so that we're coming up on. Thank you guys, and we're still here. Without your support, we wouldn't be doing this, And, the last time we were on stage at the Moonlight Festival, that was a blast for, all you guys that showed up and supported us. That was something different out of the podcast that we did out of the studio. So thank you guys. And today we are actually going to be talking about supernatural stuff. Ooh. So this is something we kind of touched a little bit on in our past session. But supernatural stuff is pretty...
predominant in our family.
Yeah,
it's part of our culture. Part of our culture.
That's what it is. So,
Yeah,
ghosts,
Charles?
right? We talked about ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, I love talking about ghosts and unexplainable stuff in our life.
Yeah.
Like, I went out and bought this bracelet because Toby told me that the color of this year is sage green.
Sage green, yeah.
For luck.
Oh.
And I guess the animal of the year is the wood dragon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know too much about Zodiac and all that stuff, but apparently if you're me, you could be super lucky this year. And I'm going to test it out this year. I'm going to go to the casino this weekend.
Oh.
And, I've been buying lotto tickets like every single week. I haven't hit shit yet, but it's going to happen. So we'll see.
But overall, man, though, your energy is a lot different, though, from what I've seen in the beginning of the year.
I noticed it, too.
Yeah. This is like Chaz.
Man.
Yeah,
like
Chaz
that.
came out today.
Without alcohol.
Yeah, without alcohol, too.
Yeah, that's because Forever put a limit on my drink. But
this guy's here. Now. Bring out the good stuff.
No, but last year was a tough year for me. This year, I don't know. I guess I just believe that when people told me that this year my luck is on high, meaning everything I do is going to be successful. So I figure if I'm going to be successful in everything I do, I might as well push for all of the high goals that I have.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, since I'm pushing for those high goals, I'm working harder than I did last year. So I guess I'm creating my own luck as well, too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me or luck.
I know. That's a win-win. That sounds like a win-win because there ain't no way you're going to lose doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, manifestation requires aligned action.
Yes.
So by you working harder, you're actually getting in tune with your higher vibration where you need to be. So of course it's going to require action. You're not going to sit there and expect wealth to come to you.
Don't let us or anybody else there look at you like you're crazy. You're actually doing something.
Yep.
because they're just not there yet. So when you're moving,
but it's madness.
man,
They say if you're successful, you have to be mad and crazy about what you're doing. You know, to remember a law of attraction, right? You got to get at that level, and then you're gonna attract that stuff. You know, and that thing is just gonna help you get to that level to subconsciously get to that level, that vibration, and it'll come to you, man.
You know what I notice about even in our culture,
right.
They do that a lot. They manifest these word of the month or color of the year, the animals and all that. Even my mom and dad talks about it all the time.
Really?
And I think me growing up, I had to learn to listen to that a little bit more. You guys know me, man. I don't believe in a lot of things, man. But part of our culture, right? You talk about colors, the jade and all that. I think our Lao community, they look upon that to elevate themselves, to get wherever they need to get in life. You know, even when we put what's the yellow blessing, right? The white Pukan, right?
Yeah.
The Pukan, and you ask yourself, man, why am I getting like 8 different ones from different old ladies, right? And they say their little blessings, prayers, right? And to me, when I get those things, man, I think about the whole year. I think about the future. I think about all the things that are going to be productive and positive things that are going to happen to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, when Charles mentioned that, man, it just dinged to me like, damn, dude, that's something that I've grown up into, man. And that's something I could take with me. For sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, these superstitious stuff, like these good luck charms that we get, it only works if you believe in it.
Yeah.
Same thing with like bad luck stuff. If you believe in it, it will come true.
Yeah.
So like, I think the reason it come true is because of the vibration you're in.
Oh.
So like, if you have a lucky rabbit's foot, and you believe that you can be super lucky, then your vibration is like calling out to the universe and asking for luck.
Right.
And you're saying like, hey, this is bringing me luck, so I am gonna win this bet right here.
Right.
Or like, I'm going out and this is gonna be successful, because you're throwing that out to the universe and the universe is responding.
Right.
Yes.
So like, if you don't believe in it, it's not gonna work for you.
It's not gonna work, huh?
No,
Can you believe in it for a little bit?
it will work, but if you align yourself, so the best way that I could explain it, right, is the manifestation stuff, because it's kind of like been taken off, right? Everybody's always talking about this, but they always talk about the law of attraction.
Yeah.
Yes.
The real thing is the law of vibration, meaning, like if you're listening to the radio, right?
Yeah.
Like you have all these channels that's just like going around, right? But you're only tuned in to one frequency.
Yeah.
So it's like over here, it's like what, B95, 94.9, right?
Yeah.
Even if you're off by a little bit, like 94.7, right? You're going to hear static.
Yeah.
That channel is there, but you're not in tune with it 100%. So when you like Buchan and all that stuff, and you manifest and you think, and your mindset is like, okay, I'm gonna focus on this. You're actually tuning your body into that channel, and you're manifesting everything else, and then everything else is coming to you.
Right.
So that's basically how the manifestation side of it works.
Right,
you know,
right.
and believing it, right?
Yeah.
Believing all this vibration that's there, because when these monks are chanting, they're sending vibration to you. You know, they're sending it out, and you know, our body is water.
Yeah.
So they're chanting it is changing the structure of your cells in order to
right.
get onto that vibrational level. you know?
Right.
So
No, that makes total sense.
Have you guys ever meditated before? So like, if you meditate in complete silence, you are like able to, you know, try to drown out the noise in your head.
Yeah.
But if you meditate to like the sound of the gong or the ohms and all that stuff, it brings you to a higher, I guess, frequency to where you are more aware of things.
Yes.
You're no longer trying to drown things out. Now you're at a higher frequency where you notice things more.
or consciousness, they call it consciousness.
Yes, that's the word I was trying to think of.
I got you, bro. I got you. Consciousness.
See, we're on the same wavelength, so he's reading my mind.
She's reading your vibration, bro.
My whole vibration, bro.
Because everybody gives off a certain frequency, a certain vibration.
Yeah.
And as you go throughout the day, it goes up and down. So, you know, like when you walk in, oh, man, this guy, he's having a bad day. You can feel it because you're giving off a certain frequency. And people that are in tune with that, they feel it. Like, oh, are you okay? Like, you know, are you good? Or one guy's happy. Like Charles, you know, he has an extra skip in his step, you know, that, oh, yeah, this guy's on a higher vibration. So you go up and down. You don't stay consistent.
Right.
But But the thing that you have, the supernatural stuff, like it's gonna help you stay at that vibration.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense, dude.
Yeah.
Makes total sense, man.
But science is starting to prove it, so it's starting to come out. They're just trying to suppress the information.
Yeah.
And our ancestor, our Buddhist culture, is big. Like the Asian culture, man, is big on all that stuff. You know, like anywhere you go, China, Laos.
Dude, like it's not just in the Asian cultures, in other cultures as well.
Oh yeah,
because everybody have their own little ritual that they do before they, like for luck. Like in was it Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah,
where Will Smith, before he goes into the casino, he walks backward into the casino.
Yeah,
because it helps him with luck.
Which episode it is? I never seen this.
You never seen that?
Google
it. The one that Will Smith and Carlton go to the casino, and they win big.
Well, you know, Toby mentioned something about steady, right? I read a book on one of the pages says that one of the researchers did mention that Asia is one of the most peaceful ways of meditation. The way they do it, one of the most peaceful people. There you go. That the way they do it, it's the most relaxing, the most happiness, the most caring, loving people. And there's a study that did that, and they found out that even in Southeast Asia and Japan and China, when people do meditate in that, within the Asian culture, they're one of the most peaceful way of doing it, man. You know, and I'm starting to see it more often now, even with our monks and all that, the way they do it. It's very healing, man.
Yeah, the West is slowly adopting
it,
adopting the culture of the East, because over here we weren't taught that. It's all suppressed. It's all like, no, don't do that stuff. It's all Satan stuff, but it's not. It's trying to find your inner peace, right? And connecting back with nature.
Yeah.
The Indians, they did a lot of that stuff, you know, and when you go to those stuff, they do rituals, they do like the drum, the beat of the drum, they get you into a trance, and they get you into this vibration that changes the structure of what you think in your mindset, you know. So, but I think, you know, even the Aztecs, they do the same thing, no?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what the Aztec does, but like for me, like the little ritual that I used to do when I was younger, when we were like, I guess, late teen, early 20s, before I drive, because I always pray to Metaltalani, which is Gaia, and like I always pray to her to protect me when I'm on a road. So I'll touch the ground and put it in my head and just ask for her protection. And that's my ritual every time I get in the car before I start driving. I haven't done that lately. I don't know why, but that was my ritual. Like I would never drive without doing that. And also, like before going to sleep back then, like I'll was it Gatmon Samtuya?
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to translate that, but I guess
you just pray
or bow down on the pillow like 3 times before I go to bed. Just as a respect.
Why is it 3 times?
Why is it 3 is a supernatural number.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Puto Tamo Sanko.
Oh yeah, the 3. You're talking about prayers? the Dhamma, or the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, which is the Buddha, its teachings, and the community of Buddha. Those are the 3.
Yeah.
The 3 jewels, right? They call it the 3 jewels in
Buddhism.
Buddhism.
Learning something right now.
Yeah,
well,
take
and
that
also,
to school, guys.
like in nature as well, like there's a lot of things that comes in 3s.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, I mean, like the clovers, they come in 3, and like because 3 you can make like a balance a triangle,
right?
Yeah, because like you could hold up a table, you could do a lot of things with 3s, and I forgot what there was something else too with the way plants grow, and I think it was like layers of 3s. I gotta go back and look at it so that way I can give you the accurate information. But
3, 6, and 9 is not natural. So the natural, there's a pattern. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, which is what, 7? So 8, 7, 5, and then I forgot what the other number. But that pattern repeats all through.
Wait, you sure 3's not in there?
No, because 3, 6, and 9 is on its own. But the other pattern is it's 1 because it doubles. So it's 1, 2, 4, 8, and then 8, 16, which is 7. So it goes to 7. And then after that 24, then it goes back to, I think it's 5.
Well, look at even the houses, Charles. My mom mentioned, right?
Yeah.
The way the house is facing, or even the number, the address.
Yes.
People, the OGs are very superstitious about the numbers on the address. I never understood that.
Because numbers gives off a certain frequency. So it has its own vibrational frequency on those. Yeah. So numerology, if you study that, supersedes all astrology. So they take numbers above everything else. Because that's the language of the universe.
I mean, just like the Matrix, zeros and ones. Yeah. But I mean, so American 7 is a lucky number. Chinese 8 is a lucky number.
Yeah.
Laos 9.
9.
Yeah, I don't know why, but because it said Gao Na Gao Lang.
Completion.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's completion.
What does Gao Na Gao Lang translate in English for the audience? Gao Na.
Gao.
Step ahead, step backwards?
Yeah, Gao is 9, but you could always say use it as stepping
ahead. Yeah.
Gao Na. Na is forward.
Yeah, so 9 it means completion. So if you have completion in the front and completion in the back, it makes a completion. So that's why they say 9 is the number.
Yeah.
Is the number.
In Chinese, 9 is a bad number.
9 is a bad number? I thought 4 was.
4 too.
4?
But 9, I remember 9 was being an unlucky number.
Really? Like inauspicious, right?
Yeah. But so I don't know which culture is more accurate. It has to be Chinese, right? Because they're more prosperous.
Well, I think we took a lot of our stuff from China. But the Buddhist culture in China, they have was it Mahayana? I think that's their form. Mahayana? Yeah, Mahayana is their form of Buddhist. Ours is Theravada, right?
Yeah, Theravada.
Which is the original. So Mahayana is more of the like community. They help support each other. Yeah. That's what ours is more like individual stuff. Yeah. It's like, hey, we want you to focus on your individual journey instead of a community. Maybe that's why we don't get along, guys, because we only focus on ourselves. You know,
different beliefs. Man, what about homes facing certain directions, dude?
The cardinal direction is important. North, south, east, west is very important, and it depends where it faces. And that's more feng shui stuff.
Yeah, it's more
Your
feng shui.
house is face.
My house is facing south.
Right. My house is facing south.
Your front door. Your front door faces south.
Mine's facing west.
Yeah, yours facing west.
So you're not supposed to have it face east?
No, you could face it whatever way.
Yeah.
You just have to counteract it with the energy because you're facing certain energies, right? You have to counteract it.
So because I had a Vietnamese buyer, to them, it's not about north, east, or west. It's about the person that's living in the house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So your birthday and your zodiac sign, whatever, will dictate which direction you should face.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
and the number, the address.
Yeah. I go, bro, that shit made it even harder for me.
Yeah.
Like, you're Asian. Now, I was like, okay, north or south only. Now I have to know your birthday and freaking calculate this shit too.
Damn. That's how to work as a realtor, bro.
And I gotta calculate which door you
imagine the tip you're gonna get to. You find the perfect house, bro.
And I gotta make sure the freaking street address is right.
But you're getting invited to all the full parties they got,
reals, bro.
You know, because you got them the best house.
Like they just bring me egg rolls. Like they don't invite me to. They don't want to spend 24 hours making the broth. They just want to roll the egg rolls.
I can see why it's difficult to do these things, but they say that the address of the house is the footprint of how that family is gonna be.
Oh damn.
For there. So if you are a certain frequency, like number, and the house that you live in doesn't match or is fighting with each other, you will never be happy in there.
Oh damn.
You know, it goes that deep. You know, like
that's deep.
Yeah.
See, I think our culture, we live by that, man.
Yeah.
Right. My mom for sure, because she talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm over here. I'm like, man, I'm thinking logic, man. Like, nah, it doesn't matter where it face, mom. Whoever's gonna be paying the house, whoever's gonna be taking care of the house, cleaning, mowing the lawn, that's who's gonna prosper. You know, I think logically. But to her, she lives through that.
Yeah.
And that's how she's getting through life, dude. Mm-hmm. You know,
that's how a lot of people get through it.
A lot of people get through it.
Yeah, because they're going off of the energy and the frequency and the vibration. They know how to live and how to be in harmony with the world, right? We're more modern, so we don't know, you know?
For sure.
Even your car that you drive, the number that it's on there, because it's stamped, right? It's stamped. This is the car that it has a specific energy.
Yeah.
So if you're driving, let's say, a car that has a number that's fighting with yours, like, it's not.
You're talking about a license plate number.
License plate number. Yes, or VIN number too.
That's another one.
Yeah, VIN number.
Definitely another one. You know, and I remember when I bought my car.
Yeah.
My mom went and looked at the license plate. You She said it was great, and then she went to go buy lotto tickets. So I don't know why she goes because it's new. Today may be lucky, maybe a lucky day. She went to go buy a lot. She didn't win, but that's her thought. That process.
That's how a lot of people are. They just trying to find an answer in something that they don't know nothing about, or they just like, you know what? I dreamt about a fish being luck, and I'm gonna go buy this number. I don't know what the numbers are.
Yeah.
Or like, oh man, I was riding an elephant in my dream. I go buy an elephant number, and like they'll go buy like a lot. Because they'll like reverse the number, move the numbers around and up and down. I'm like, dude.
Bro, I told my mom one day I dreamed that I had a shitting problem. Like my stomach. She goes, yeah, you're gonna get money. Something good's gonna happen. Because I'm shitting?
Yeah.
How you find that, Mom? It goes, well, I guess so. Then you know what I mean? But and that week I got a raise. That was her telling me that. I was like, oh shit, maybe that is.
Yeah, because they're going off of like what they were taught, right?
They were
about
taught
the energy and vibration and all that stuff. Some of these stuff they're not correct depending on where the resources gets it from, you know. And these people that they study it or they know it, they look into it because these are ancient knowledge. It's not something that's new. Right. These are like ancient. The ancient our ancestors knew about all this stuff.
Our great grandparents.
Yeah, Egyptians, Mayans, like the Vikings. They knew all of this stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know it. No.
But at the same time, like we got these old folks that we ask them like, oh, I had this dream about something. They just want to act like they know something, so they'll just give you a freaking answer.
That's true. That's true.
And then we'll go and like teach our kids that.
Yeah. And it get passed on, right?
Passed on. Just because like 4 out of 10 times it came true.
Yeah.
And the other 6 we like it was a dream.
It was a dream.
The odds.
Yeah, it's the odds. So man,
see, that's why I'm on the fence with certain things with my mom, man. I was like, Mom, come on, man.
No, she knows it. She knows it.
Yeah.
She just can't teach it to you. You know, she just knows like what was taught. You know, because when the monk blessed the nam when you go to the temple with the water, they do this to you.
Why did they do that?
Well, because it's blessed. So when they're sitting there and they're pouring the water in there, they're chanting. So as they're chanting, it's changing the molecular structure of the water molecule, right? Yeah. So at an atomic level, that's what it's doing. So when they're done with it, that chant and that vibration is actually blessed. So when they get it and they put it on you, it's actually blessing you. It's sending that vibration to you.
Wanting to get a glimpse of the drops of that water.
Yeah.
The monks over here, I seen this guy Takbat one day. He ran over here trying to get a piece of that water. I like, man, it's gonna come to you, bro. He goes, no, I need to get it.
Yeah,
I need it more than anything. And I didn't understand that at the time. I said, Mom, why is everybody gotta like? He's right here. He goes, no, you don't understand when they're chanting, when they're saying their prayer. That's what you want on your body.
Yes.
Bro,
yes.
You know? And the Catholic religion does that too. They do water stuff too.
Yeah, because it's blessed. When they're doing whatever, they're blessing
the holy water.
It's water memory. They call it water memory. It retains whatever you're saying and the chant. It's basically like a spell, right? If you think about it, they're putting a spell on the water and it's changing it and they're putting it on you. So it's transferring.
Exactly what
Good spell. Good spell.
It's basically what it is. It's like white magic, right? If you think about it, it's white magic.
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
When he tries to save memories, he takes it out and he just throws it in the water.
Yeah, in the water. Yeah.
Because water keeps everything. It means 75% of the earth.
It retains memory. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But these superstitions. You wash your sin away and all that stuff.
I used to be hella superstitious. We used to get those water. We take in water bottles. Like we'll take it home. We'll shower with it and all that stuff. And every time I get a blessing on this pucan, like dude, I will never take it off until it rips off on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so you still do that today?
I still do it, but I only keep it on for like 3 days.
Yeah, my mom said about 3 to 7 days.
No,
I do 3.
I leave that shit until it falls off on its own.
No way.
Yeah, but back when I was in high school and stuff, I don't do that no more.
You cut yours? How do you do yours, Toby? You cut yours?
I cut mine after 3 days. I cut it off.
My mom said the same thing. I cut mine when I went to Laos, came back.
Yeah.
But
because it's blessing. It's like when the Buddha give you like the pendant kong haksa, right?
Yeah, kong haksa.
So when they give you a pendant, that pendant's already been blessed. It's already been chanted on, right? It's already I don't know how to say it, but it's been there. They blessed it, and now it has the spell attached to that pendant.
Well, they call it Buddhnate, is meaning opening the eye of the Buddha. So pretty much, if you just have a pendant, it's just a regular pendant. But when you do the ceremony, it's opening the eye of the Buddha to allow the Buddha to come and be in that pendant. So that way it's protecting you.
It's basically opening the
third eye.
and then it allows the spirit to come into it, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's what it's for, huh? But yeah, and it depends on who does the chanting on it, right?
Right.
Because they seal that energy in there, and then that energy now becomes that vibration. So when you wear it, it's actually putting you in that vibration and protecting you.
Damn.
Well, the true way is like they do a whole 24-hour process where regular people go into that ceremony and pray all night for 24 hours nonstop, and they pray and they do a whole ceremony. Because I've been into a few of it, and they have this long stick where they rub the big Buddha statue to open up the third eye and the whole ceremony thing. And that stick's supposed to be like super blessed because it's a magic stick that opened the eye of the Buddha and stuff. But my mom has one of that. And I go,
so she get mad at you. She hits you to open your third eye. Huh?
She has it up there. I just think like, Mom, when you pass, what are we gonna do with that stick? She go put it in your house. I go, for what? I'm like, that big old stick, and like, it's all wrapped with bejeweled and all that stuff. I go, I'll take it back to the temple. They can have it back.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take it back.
Really?
Yeah. If the monks say that if you come across something or people give you like pendants and stuff like that, you don't know what kind of magic or that they put on there. It could be white magic or black magic, right?
Yeah.
So if you don't know what it is and you leave it in your home, it could cause disturbances inside your home. Like the energy doesn't flow right. So you actually have to take it to the temple, and the temple dispose of it. The monk dispose of it, because they don't know who blessed it, what magic's on there. Like they don't know,
Dude, like, especially in Laos.
Yeah.
Back then, like, they'll leave like stuff that looks important. Like, it could be money, it could be a pendant, or it could be a knife or whatever. They'll just leave it with bad, I guess, cursed.
Yeah.
And people will look at it and go, "Oh, this is nice. I want it." And so they accepted that curse from the other person.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like, if let's say I was cursed and I don't want this curse no more, I put this down. Hey, it goes to the next person, and you come pick it up. Now you have that curse.
Dang.
It goes over to you because now you're holding that vibration. It's in your possession now. It's like you can't get rid of it unless you throw it away or whatever. And sometimes what's that one thing they call in Thailand? They were fighting over it. It's like a metal that moves. It's
Lick
like
light?
liquid lick light. Yeah.
Yeah.
So lick light is something that's it's like revered in Southeast Asia. And it's like
I don't know what the English word for it, because I don't know what the name.
lick
of the
light is
metal-
like liquid metal, right? Like
No, lick light. It doesn't. It's not
like
liquid.
it moves light lick man light, right?
No. It's
No?
just call it light. Lick light is.
Yeah.
It doesn't move. It's an actual.
It's a bad
No, it's
No, it's a piece of
metal.
metal.
like metal, right? But when they do some kind of chant and to it, like it moves.
Oh damn!
It's like a
Without any magnet, without any
nothing. It
nothing,
moves.
just
It comes
moves.
out and this and that.
Oh,
And
damn.
like the monk, they go into the cave and they have to do the chant, a specific chant, and it moves. But those things are hard to get. They're expensive.
Oh damn!
Well, I don't know if there's any real ones out there, but like I watch movies. Like if you have a pendant made of like light, like people shoot you, like the gun won't go off.
Gun
Yeah.
go off,
It's
basically.
really protect.
Yeah.
It has a lot of protection on it.
Yeah.
Like in Chinese movie, they make knives and swords out of it.
Yeah.
And it'll cut through anything. So it could be like vibranium.
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be.
That, some type of metal that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be something from the outer space.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But there's documentary on YouTube and stuff that they go into the cave, the monk go in there and they chant and and all this stuff comes out and it's like, oh shoot, and it moves. Like it actually moves,
It
man.
could be a
It's like,
nanotechnology from
it could be,
aliens.
right? Like a
Yeah.
symbiote, or what do they call it? Symbiote? Yeah.
And like with the chanting, it changes the vibration and just reacting to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Damn.
dude,
And it disappeared. They say that if you have it, it could disappear. If you don't take care of it or you're not on a certain frequency, it'll disappear. It'll just get up and leave, and you can't find it.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. The lick light.
yeah.
You know, another thing I noticed, when we give food to the dead, the passing, right?
Yeah.
We save them a little stuff, like candles burning, scenting. And our parents, my mom always said that the afterlife always looks after you.
Yeah.
There's protection, right?
Right.
That actually, to me, I actually believe that, and there's multiple times where certain things could happen to me. And I was telling my mom this story, like, and it's like, yeah, when I pray for you guys, I'm telling the afterlife to look after you, the kids. Same thing happened to my brother when he got into the helicopter accident. barely got a scratch. But a lot of people pass away in that plane, right? It just made me think like, damn, my mom was praying for him this whole time, you know?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I really do believe, you know, that spiritual world and that afterlife does look after your parents, your grandparents, you know.
Yeah.
They're there to protect you. And all these prayers and the food that you leave out for them is, you are serving them too, you know.
Yeah, that's their job, to protect the lineage.
Yeah.
The ancestors are supposed to protect our lineage from going forward because that's their responsibility.
Yeah.
You know? So they're going to look out for you. You have to, like the New Year's and, you know, and when they jack cow and stuff like that, you go and you offer them food, you know, and whatever it is. So
Yeah.
Dude, talking about passings, you guys remember Kumantong?
Kumantong?
Yeah.
The little baby?
Yeah, the little baby.
Yeah.
Dude, like in Laos, Thailand, like people, you know how like have miscarriage? So that baby that passed away, they'll turn him to a little ghost.
Yeah.
And they'll use that to either
help
you or do dirt for you.
Yeah. So basically it's like black magic.
Yeah.
And what they do, they take the spirit of the baby or the kid and they stick it into this statue, whatever it is. And so they imbue the spirit or the soul of that child into the statue, and then you hold it with you.
Yeah.
And so basically that spirit becomes your kid, and you have to take care of it.
Oh, damn.
And if you don't take care of it, it causes havoc. It brings like misfortune into your life, and it's black magic.
Yeah.
It's what it is. Yeah. And so like when you eat, and I've seen this, I've seen it like around like people, whatever, like when they eat, they have to put a plate out for the baby. And they'll say, oh, bakla or ila, whatever it is, makin kao da. Right? And then they would
come eat with me.
Come eat with me. Yeah. Because when you eat, you have to feed it too. When it's time to eat, you have to feed it.
Yeah.
And then they drink, was it red drink? Is it a red drink?
I don't know what they drink, but I know
it's
like
a specific drink.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's red.
See, I don't know.
This is happening in Asia right now?
It happens in America right now.
No way.
Yeah, bro. People still practice that stuff.
No way.
Yeah. And it gets jealous of you. So you have a hard time having babies because it does not want you to have other kids.
Oh. Yeah, because it just wants you to take care of it. That's it. You know.
And some people will kill pregnant ladies just to get that baby. Yeah.
And it's crazy because if you tell it like whatever it is, right? They'll say, "Oh, and bagla, ไปเอาเงินมาให้แม่ให้พ่อเด้อ," right?
Yeah.
And then the baby or the spirit will go get it.
Yeah.
We'll go get it. We'll bring it, and then you'll get the money or whatever, and it'll come to you.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
That's
like,
deep, dude.
Because I remember my cousin.
I asked my mom about that.
Yeah, it's called kumantong.
Yeah.
But it's a protective, like a baby spirit.
Baby spirits. Yeah.
It's because I remember my cousin. He claimed that he has a kumantong, right?
Yeah.
So his son, which is my nephew, I think he was like maybe 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
I remember he was just running up and down playing, and we're like, "Who you playing with upstairs?" He go, "Oh, the kid up there." We're like, "What the fuck? There ain't no kid up there."
Yeah.
And then like people were like, "Oh shit, that's the kumantong." I'm like, "Really?" Got me scared. I was only like 7.
Damn, your cousin had it.
Yeah, well, they said it.
Yeah.
And, I watched movies and stuff, so I believed in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't see it.
Yeah.
But then my nephew, he's like 3 years old. He's only like a few years younger than me. And like he was playing with them. I'm like, the hell? Shit, hella scary. The hell? I don't want to be here.
It'll play tricks on you if you don't pay attention to it. It's like just like a kid.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's a toddler.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you guys believe in black magic?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, dude. Black magic, white magic exists, bro.
So it's Sane. They say
oh,
Sane, right?
Yeah, that exists.
Does that exist?
Love potion?
That exists.
Love potion?
Yes.
It's not. It's love potion, and there's rules that come with it too.
I've never seen it. But I hear about it all the time.
It's in every culture.
Well, in the Lao culture, my mom tells me too, like, "Go hit Sane."
Yeah.
Because that person never loved that person, never liked whatever, and then somehow there's a love thing going on. I'm like, well, why did they do that? You know what I mean? But I actually never experienced and never seen it, man. But I always hear
that
people
you know of.
That I know of.
Yeah.
But I always hear from my mom that someone did Sane to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it. Like, do you guys know?
It's
actually
a chant.
Is it a chant?
It's the same thing. They put it in a like a statue or whatever it is. It could be
a little doll.
A doll. It could be whatever it is.
And they like, do they say it to that person?
That person. So they put it. They call it incantation.
Yeah.
So they put magic onto that thing, right? And then I don't know how they do it, but I know that if you get Sine on you, and let's say you fall in love with this girl and she plays Sine on you, right? There's a rule that they have to follow in order for you to be whatever it is, right? I mean, if you make an advance toward them, they can't refuse you, and if they do, then if they refuse you, then the incantation don't work.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so there's rules that they have
follow.
to pay in order to do black magic, and there's a price that they pay. You know,
there's, I mean, like voodoo. That's in Africa and stuff.
Yeah, that's black
and they do
magic
the same
too.
thing.
Yep.
And they use a voodoo doll, like in Thailand. They use like this straw doll. So it's kind of like voodoo doll too. But sometimes they just use a batch of hair. So there's different ways to do it.
Yeah.
So I've seen I've only seen it in movies. I've never seen it in real life.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We see the movie all the time.
Well, because we won't recognize it in real life.
Yeah.
Like I've seen those voodoo dolls connected together before. But I was a kid. I was just like, some people just might make it for fun and just try and lie to you. Or it could have been real. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just know, if we ever see those kind of stuff, don't touch it.
Yeah, the Sine is real.
Sine is real.
Like, all the black magic, all the white magic is real, because in America, Indians, they have it too.
Oh yeah.
It's just a different form of magic, right?
sure.
Like, I mean, even in Europe, they have it too. The witches, right? The witches, warlock, they all have that stuff. It exists, man.
Yeah.
It's not that it's like in our face where we see it, but that stuff exists.
Yeah.
The folks that really are in depth into it, like studying it, learning, growing, they're like, that's all them, right?
Yeah.
All that vibration they're getting from that.
Yeah. So
and they're putting that out.
Yeah, because then remember the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
There's two sides of it, right?
Yeah.
You have you're either on the light side or you're on the dark side.
Yeah.
So if you're messing with the dark side, so on the dark side, you have to give something up in order to get it, right? But on the light side, with the vibration that we do, we have to put in the work. And we have to align with it in order to get it.
Damn.
That's the difference,
But,
either you work for it or you don't work for it.
But studying these things could be dangerous because,
Right.
we see crazy people talking to themselves or thinking they're in a whole different world, but they might not be crazy. They might just been practicing those stuff, and now they see a whole different realm.
Yes.
And we just not seeing what they're seeing.
Yes.
We think they're crazy.
Yes.
And granted, they could be crazy.
Right.
But at the same time, we just not seeing what they're seeing. So they could be talking to actual somebody or actually doing something.
Right.
But we're over here just
interdimensional.
Yeah. So we're just like, dude, what the hell's wrong with these people? The same thing with people on drugs.
Yep.
What's that movie, Bliss? Where he went to a whole different world, universe with Selma Hayek. And he just pretty much just meth head, just walking around. But then in his mind, he's a whole different realm. And people that's not on meth don't see the actual truth. That's why Joe Rogan talk about LSD and all that stuff to see
mushrooms, anything that mushroom,
alternate,
LSD,
your mind,
marijuana, all that stuff affects your subconscious. So it takes you in tune with the higher realm. And if you can't sustain it, that's why people get high, right? Because they're trying to get to that level. Like, oh, I feel bliss. I feel this and that. Because your subconscious is actually at that higher realm where to feel it, So people chase it. But the real thing is you have to go and do the work, which is the mindset thing, the meditation. That's the people don't want to do that.
Yeah, because that's too much work.
Yeah.
They try to, instead of going work out, they go get BBLs.
Yeah. Basically, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. That's crazy, man. We talking about this like, wow, this is nuts, man.
That's nuts, man.
I don't know. What about you, Lucky? Do you see anything or anything that you believe in? Or?
No, like I shared earlier, man. All this stuff is learned from my parents, man. I mean, I don't pick up certain things, but the spiritual stuff, I now that I'm older, I'm starting to pick it up a little bit more. Younger, I didn't believe in all that stuff, man. But now that I'm older, I'm starting to see how that can be a part of your life and why the OGs believed in those things. Because they, like Toby mentioned, they're educated from whoever they got it from, the resources, and they're also the last line of it. That person passed away. Now they have to take this on, right? And mom and dad always try to teach you little stuff here and there, and going to the monks, going to the temple, I start to learn a little bit more about certain things. Learn from you guys too, So, yeah, I do believe. I've never seen a Sine. I've never seen black magic, but I want to believe that that's something that happens in most cultures out here.
Yeah.
Even in Europe, even with the Native Americans, even in Mexico, my wife's family, they do. I heard about that in their village, that someone got possessed, and I'm like, what? Happens over here too? Like, yeah, it happens, So when we go to church, dude, I feel it. Like when you guys talk about tingling or that spiritual feeling, when I went to church in Mexico, I'm only part of the first Asian to ever step foot in there. And I'm Buddhist, growing in a Buddhist family. And that church been there for I don't know how many
thousands
50,
of years.
Yeah, it's been there. Dude, the bricks, they fix it every year. The city is probably 10,000, 15,000 people, man. When I went in there, I felt it, dude. Like, hey, welcome to our church. This is something different. That energy just kind of came out. And even my energy was like, whoa.
You didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I think my freaking hair popped out, dude. Like, shit. I didn't know what it was.
It could be just a group of people sending off the same vibration, and you're just different from them.
Dude,
yeah.
When I
they'll pick it up too.
Yeah.
No, they'll pick it up. Even when I slept in the house, the grandma's house, it's been there, passed on from her parents. They're even telling me like, "Hey, welcome to our house." I felt it. I had a nightmare. Lupus said I wanted to walk out at the middle of the night because some spirits got into me. I felt it, dude. Yeah. Then the next morning, I don't even remember what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
The spirit probably was just like, "Who are you?" Yeah. Like, we don't know what it is, and their family probably didn't tell the ancestor that you were here, you were family, or they're probably just questioning you, like, "Who this guy?" Why are you on my turf?
Yep. That's exactly how I felt. The next morning, I woke up, I didn't even know what happened.
Yeah.
Lupus like, "Did you even know what the hell happened?" I go, "No, I didn't." Woke up like nothing, smiling afterwards, and they finally accepted me in. Like, damn, I have to go through all that just to get accepted. Yeah. But again, that's all the spiritual stuff.
Yeah, it's her ancestors.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Like with the spiritual stuff, like back in the days, like if you were rich and you have like treasures, like instead of having some place to take it to be safe, what they do is they kill somebody, say, "Hey, I want you to protect my treasure." So they kill the person to have the spirit stay with the treasure.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, because once where you pass on is where your spirit kind of like stays. Yeah, and so I heard about that.
Yeah. Dang. So like, let's say you're my lieutenant, or my a lover that, and say I'm super loyal to you. Well, you're loyal to me. Stay here and protect my stuff. I'll be back in the next life to get it.
Well, and that's the reason why we see these candles and lit up at the place where accidents happen or someone died, right?
Yeah.
I see that all the time on the road, even right here driving on the country road, man. I see candles lit up, and and that's a place where that person passed away, man.
Well, because when people die, well, I don't know if it's true or not, but when they die, they don't know that they die.
Yeah.
So they'll come back. And they try to figure it out, and usually the light will kind of help guide them to where they need to go to.
I see.
So it all depends on how you die too.
Yeah.
So if you, all of this is coming from movies. So
what the hell? I thought it was coming.
I
thought it was coming from.
Well, I mean, movies have to come from something.
Something, yeah.
So
there's a belief.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you die, and then when you actually realize that you're dead, that's when you're able to pass on to the next place. Man. But until you realize it, you don't get to move on.
That's what the Bible called purgatory.
Yeah.
You're waiting for your sentence. That's what it is. In our culture, though, when you die, the monks come and they tell you. They kind of, I think
is that why they do
the
that?
Tibetan Book of the Dead explains it more about what happens when you die. So when you die, your spirit don't know you're dead.
So is that reason why monks go into your house and do all that chanting and all that?
Because when they go there, what they're really doing is they're letting that spirit, the person that passed on, know that, hey, you passed on. You don't belong to this world anymore. This is not your family anymore. You have to move forward. So whatever, as a spirit, right, you got to let everything go. You don't want to, maybe, right? If you're a human, you don't want to, but the monk's there to cut ties. Basically, and what they do, they block off the house, and that spirit can't come in no more. And that's basically what they do, and then they tell you to pass on. And so that spirit now is in purgatory. The spirit has to move on to where the light is. So depending on your merits and your boon and your what you call it, your sin that you have is going to dictate where you get reincarnated at.
Yeah.
You know, when someone died in our family, we shave our head off.
Right.
Skin, like all our hair stuff's gone.
Right.
What is really the purpose of all that? Merits?
Yeah.
Well, you don't shave your head off for no reason. You go and become a monk for a short period of time.
Right.
You basically become what is it, Jua? It's called
Jua,
right?
So basically, you're vouching for that spirit. So basically, when that person pass on, depending on their merits, everybody that bought or become Mekau and all that stuff, you're basically giving them, like, you're vouching that, hey, this person's a good person. You're, this and that or whatever. Like, I'm giving them some of my karma to help them reincarnate to a higher level, right? Versus going down. So if they choose to reincarnate higher, they can, or they could choose to pay off their sin, their debt.
Because when you bought to become a Joa, which is a novice, not the monk, but when you become a novice, you give up a few things. The main thing, like not killing, not drinking, not lying, not stealing, not cheating, and all that stuff. So you're creating a good karma. And then you're using that karma, say, hey, this is for this person that passed away.
Right. So
it helps them, get to the judgment zone and pass on easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically just vouching for that person, and when you become a Jua, you have to do it from your heart. If somebody forces you to do it, that energy that you give to them is not going to be good. It's not going to be good because you're being forced to do it.
And a lot of people do get forced to do it. They're like, this is your uncle. You have to do it because nobody else can do it for them. And the kids, they don't understand. They're like, what, 10, 12? And they just go like, man, I got to shave my head. I got to go to school with no eyebrows. Like, they don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
That's why now, like, the monks said, you don't have to shave your eyebrows. You don't have to go skin on your hair because you only get a bought for what? 2 hours?
2 hours,
couple hours or so.
So you don't have to like go hardcore. So to make it easier for the kids to say, okay, I'll do this for the dead. So that way it has a little bit more blessing to it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's basically why they do it, and then they send them off, and then they cut ties, and then when you do it's just for the spirit to know that they passed on.
Yeah.
And the book, if you guys want to know more about it, is the Tibetan Book of the Dead. That explains more about the rituals.
When one of my best friend's brother, he got killed, and that night I still remember it. The dad asked me to take him to the location, and me and him and the dad were in the car, and we stopped at the railroad, and he opened the door, and he said, "Son, come in. It's time to go. I'm here to pick you up." He said it loud, so he was chanting it. And I'm like, oh man, like I felt this tingling in me because I'm like, Dad, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? I never seen it. He literally opened the door, tell him, hey, it's okay. You're coming home. I'm gonna take you home. You know what I mean? And at that moment, man, I realized that, oh, dude, there's spirits. There's spirits in this car, man. He literally came in the car because the guy was honking behind me, like, dude, you gonna drive, man? I'm like, no, I'm just parking right here, man. He told me to stop the car. Opened the door and he started chanting.
Yeah.
Guy was like, hey, hurry up, man. Like, nah, just go around me, dude.
And this coming from a guy that don't believe in ghosts, remember?
He has a lot of experience with ghosts.
I did.
And he don't believe it. Like, wow.
And, at that time, that's when I was like, oh, damn, dude. This is actually real, man, Yeah, you don't want to believe it, but you're going through it, man. You're like, it was definitely a spiritual awakening for me when I realized it, and that's a day that I bought too. I became a Jua because I wanted to do it, Yeah, but
the spirits, man, they could hear us.
Yeah,
because they're on a different frequency, right? And going back to the analogy of the radio, right, waves, right? All the waves that are around us, we just don't see it.
Yeah,
and once we tune into it, like the witch doctors and all, they tune into that frequency, so now they can interact with the universes that we can't see. Normal humans can't see because our senses are only taste, sight, sound. What else?
We don't have the sixth sense.
We don't have the sixth sense.
Yeah.
That's where that third eye that you were talking about comes in. And that's where you're able to see it.
So the dollar bill has a third eye.
The what?
The money, our money. No, they have the pyramid, huh? They don't have the eye. They do have the
same
eye.
thing. It's kind of that eye is the
Yeah.
all-seeing eye,
Yeah.
meaning like once you have that the third eye, you will be able to interact with
So,
everything else.
To me, if it's in multiple culture and it was not like saying, "Hey, India, you believe in this, so I'm gonna believe in it too." Like there's countries that never talk to each other,
Yeah.
that have the same beliefs and all that stuff. Like it had to come from somewhere.
Had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, because like people in America that never contacted people from Africa, like how are they gonna start believing in Nephilim together?
Yeah.
And like doing the same kind of ritual.
Yeah.
They just have different labels.
Yeah, just
but
have
it's the
different labels.
same. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
the
and
same
like
beliefs.
how you gonna say it's not real when everybody do something similar with a little tweak and they get the same result.
Yeah, look like the Egypt pyramids and the Aztecs.
Yeah.
Yep, had pyramids too.
Yep. Same thing.
Two different continents.
Yep. And they never interacted with each other. Different civilization, dude.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, dude.
yeah.
That they came up with the same backstory
Yeah.
for their gods and all that. There's no way that they could have interacted with one another.
For sure.
You know, so these ancient knowledge is being suppressed.
And there's a spot in, I believe in Africa, somewhere in Africa, where they have the pyramid stones that was cut up to build pyramids, which is hundreds of miles away from Egypt.
Yeah.
So the stone is from over there.
Yeah.
So they don't know how they got those stones that's cut up perfectly to be moved hundreds of miles to where Egypt is at to be built that pyramid.
Yeah.
And no tools.
No
tools.
Yeah.
No skeleton, no nothing found in that area.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, man.
Yeah. It's just like all stacked up right there.
And they said the pyramids were perfect 90 degrees everywhere you went. And they were so precise that the stones that big in tons, right, couldn't have been put together like that by humans.
Even moved, man. Who's moving this?
It's crazy. It's suppressed. These knowledge are being suppressed. So if the government is listening, we don't know nothing.
I sure hope the government's listening.
Yeah, they need to speak up.
Because you guys need to get our viewership up.
We need more viewers. But going back, man, white magic is what the monks practice.
Really?
Yeah, it's white magic, like the chants and all that stuff, the protection and amulets and all that stuff. It's all white magic, and that's something that you don't pay a price for. You only pay hard work. If you align yourself and work hard with it, then the amulet or magic will actually work with you. Kind of like the sakyant too, when they do the sakyant. Remember the sakyant? Yeah. So when they do that to you, they're actually blessing you too at the same time. But there's rules you got to follow.
Yeah.
Protection,
you want to play with that stuff, you got to follow the rules.
Yep.
Well, that goes back to even tattoos too, right? Remember where the monk blessed some of the tattoos and they carved some of their literature or the prayers
that's
in
the
the back?
yan.
That's the yan.
That's the
Yeah.
yak? Mm-hmm.
Yan. Yeah.
Yan? Yan or yan?
Yan.
I thought it was yan.
No, Y-A-N, yan.
Hey, you're from a different Laos. Or you're from a different part of Laos, I guess.
Yeah, you're from
I'm from the
Which part? Where's your family from?
Yeah, where you
Vientiane?
from?
My mom's from Paksay, but I speak Thai
There's
Bien.
no way your mom. Your mom's part from Paksay.
Well, yeah, I'm from Connecticut, bro. Like,
Yeah. You're from Connecticut. Your mom part from the south, but your dad's part north.
probably like towards Thailand.
It's like the way that they say it is different depending on where you go.
Yeah.
The dialect.
Yeah.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
Well, Yan is also like Thai too.
Yeah.
Y'all should take a trip to Laos, dude. Man, so many people look so different, bro.
Nope, I ain't trying to get nobody to try to catch me with no love spell. Shit.
Well, no, you could actually fight that if you're aware.
Can you fight that?
Yeah, if you're aware and if your willpower is stronger than that magic, they can't harm you.
They can't harm you.
But you have to be in your energy have to be strong itself.
Yeah.
And no magic can interfere with your free will.
Yeah.
So you have to, if let's say you're weak or whatever, that's where the magic works the strongest.
Yeah.
So if you're aware, well, shoot, I'm not going here or this and that, then it's not going to work on you.
Yeah.
They won't work on you.
It works well on people that drinks a lot.
Yeah.
Alcoholics.
Yep.
Drug users.
Why is that? Because they're letting their spirit go?
Because alcohol actually, what alcohol does, I forgot where the word alcohol comes from, but it means spirit eating entity.
Uh-huh.
So it lowers your spirit and it allows other spirit to take control of you.
Oh, damn.
So when you drink and all that stuff, you're at a lower vibrational level already. So that spirit or whatever it is can take over you right away.
That's why, like, some people like nice guy.
Yeah.
But the minute they get drunk, they're just a bad drunk.
Yeah. Bad drunk.
Yep.
Yeah. They go, man, this guy is like an asshole when he drinks because the spirit takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what you call it? They want that person to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So it just that's why it's better for you to not drink.
Yeah.
At least not to the point where you lose control.
Yeah. Lose control.
But you think about it, why do they let you drink, but they outlaw weed and like other drugs? You know what I mean?
And
Like, alcohol is okay.
Alcohol has part of the most fatal freaking injuries, accidents,
like kill more people
than any part of substance. You know, not saying substance is good, but I think alcohol is worse.
Alcohol is worse, but they say it's legal. You got to be 21.
Yeah,
you know, and they sell everywhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot that goes into the energy, vibration, and frequency, and you know, once we learn all that stuff, we understand how to work with it instead of working against it.
Right.
You know, it's gonna help us.
Damn.
See, like these psychedelic stuff is outlawed because they don't want us to see the higher vibration.
Right. It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
It's a shortcut to it.
Damn. All the mushrooms
I don't
out
know.
there.
Eating enough mushrooms, you might start seeing aliens.
Yeah.
And start realizing.
You know, you might see the past.
No, you might see the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, you might see the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Yeah, you might start seeing like, wait, that thing is an alien right there. I could see the alien.
Mm-hmm.
And you start wearing those tin hats.
Yep.
And people think you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, you don't want to know who knows everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks you're crazy because they don't understand what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Neo from Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like this guy's crazy, but really, he's saving everybody's life.
Yeah.
You know what movie is good about when we're talking about energy, frequency, and vibration? That movie with Scarlett Johansson. What's that
Lucy?
movie? Lucy. Yeah.
Yes.
Lucy.
That explains a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you watch it and you listen to what
didn't
she's
watch
saying
it,
in that
man.
movie and what she's able to do,
Yeah.
that's a lot of truth in that
Damn.
movie. That, The Matrix. I forgot there's one other movie. It's with Bradley Cooper. Dang, what is
Limitless.
it? He takes a Limitless. Yeah, those three movies, bro. It explains a lot. If you watch it and you pay attention to it, it's telling you.
I gotta go
See,
watch it.
I got all my shit from movies, man. I learned it from movies. Like, movies, yes, it's make-believes, but then there's also a lot of truth to it.
There's a lot of truth to it, and that's
Yeah.
why it captivated you to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It made me who I am today. Like, it made me the man I am today, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have no father figure, but you know who's my father figure? Uncle Phil, Carl.
Man, there's a lot of stuff, man, back then, the superstitious stuff. What do you do that's superstitious? What is your ritual to do? You do
know, I don't-
anything through your
man,
day, or you just get up and go?
No, I get up and go, man. I'm trying to
He
think.
puts on red panties on days
Red
like
panties?
this.
Like
He's
your lucky red
I'm
panties?
a conqueror of the world.
You don't have anything that you do like on
No.
a daily basis?
Not that I could think of. I only get to that point when you know, when I'm going to church or I'm going to temple. That's the only time. But on a daily basis, I don't really have anything. Do I do pray when I travel? Yes, I do. I do a quick prayer. That's the only time that I actually do something.
It doesn't have to be spiritual. Like,
Yeah.
you could wake up and do things in a certain order. Maybe you make your bed. Like,
Yeah.
you get up, you brush your teeth at a certain angle, a certain time.
You listen to certain music
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
to get you into.
Because you're all it is
mindset.
changing your vibration.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the only thing I would do is just making sure that, stuff that's taken care of before I head to work, music, and then I get 30 minutes to myself, when I get to my desk every day, 30 minutes, just whatever I'm doing. I like to read about, Fresno Bee before I start work, and that's how I get my mind going, just read a little bit. But 30 minutes I lock my door. Nobody knocks on my door at 30 minutes when I get in. But afterwards, I open the door, anybody could come in.
Best thing to do is not read any kind of news in the morning.
I love reading the news, man. I love, especially local news. I just like to listen to local news.
No wonder you're
Because
so
I want
misinformed.
to be informed. I want to be informed what's going on.
You're misinformed, bro.
You misinformed.
Yeah.
Denzel said, if you read the news, you're misinformed.
Misinformed.
If you don't read the news, you're uninformed.
Yeah.
That's what he said, bro. It is true.
I'd rather be uninformed.
But yeah, that's the only thing that I do, man.
Really?
And then weekends, there's something different. Weekend I like to get things done in the morning and then have a free play day, do what I want to do later in the afternoon. But yeah, other than that, nothing that I could think of that. Do a walk over poles, how people, when they walk over certain things, I go all the way underneath it, man. I don't go around it like
under the ladder?
Under the guy, whatever.
Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're not aware of it, it's not going to affect you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're completely oblivious to it, it's not going to do anything to you.
Well, when we were walking sometimes, right?
Yeah.
There's a pole, right? Am I gonna go? I'm going right underneath those through that crap, man. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that.
Some stuff is not superstition.
Yeah.
Some stuff is just common sense.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
Like, if you're at a construction site, maybe not walk under those stairs.
Exactly.
Right.
Walk away.
Exactly.
What do you
What
do,
about
Charles?
you, Charles?
Huh?
What about you?
When I wake up,
Yeah.
What's your ritual that
what's
you
your
do?
Ritual?
I wake up. I don't brush my teeth right away. I usually go drink water. No, seriously. Like, I just usually go drink water first to, I guess, somebody at one point told me drinking water before brushing your teeth will get the bacteria in your mouth into your body to help boost your immune system.
Oh.
So, I guess I don't brush my teeth until after I drink and eat, or if I eat. And then, like, I usually go drop my kids off and then come back home, lay down, and then before I start showering or anything, just laying down, kind of like half nap, half not, just to get my mindset ready for the day.
Ooh.
And then I get up and go for shower and do what I got to do. So that's my routine.
That's what happened. You don't brush your teeth.
No, I brush my teeth.
Off.
I brush my teeth, just not right away.
Right away.
Plus, I brush my teeth at night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 6 hours since I brushed my teeth. Like, is it really gonna be that bad?
That's true.
Yeah. What about you, Toby?
Me, I wake up, I hear my alarm, I wake up, I hit the snooze button, check, make sure my balls are still there.
Yeah.
I go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep a little bit. I wake back up, I look at it, I got time.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep, wake up, I got time. And then I get up, I hit my shrine first, and I put on my necklace, my amulet, and I just like do a little like morning prayer and this and that, just to watch over to my ancestors and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Watch over a family today and send good blessing this way, and then I go about my day.
Dang.
That's what I do.
See, they said not to hit the snooze button too many times because it triggers something in your brain to make
Dopamine,
to make you, I guess, more lazier. So what I did was I just don't have no alarm clock, and I just wake up late for everything.
Right.
Well, you can do that when you have your own business. Yeah, you can do that.
But yeah, I mean, there's things that I carry with me every day. You guys carry anything with you guys every day?
I don't, man.
No? You don't have like EDCs, things you carry with you every day?
I do. I usually carry and wear my pendant.
Your pendant?
Yeah.
But I haven't worn it because I'm allergic to anything besides gold. So, no, I'm serious.
You allergic to anything but gold?
Yeah, like I can't wear
silver.
It gives me rash.
Bronze.
See, the guy that always drinks the best stuff, the best liquor only.
Yeah.
That's it. He's allergic to all the cheap stuff.
All the cheap stuff.
No, like,
Only one top shelf.
No, so like I have to replace like the strings and all that stuff. If it's not made of gold, like after a while, like the protective barrier that they have, I have to replace it. Gold is the only thing that doesn't give me a breakout on my neck.
Oh, dang.
So I don't know why.
It breaks out like the string or whatever?
No, a rash.
A rash.
I get rashes on my neck.
Oh, what the heck? From the necklace?
Unless it's gold.
Oh, shit.
So, but then I don't like wearing gold because it's too flashy. I just like to wear a regular black.
Do you have a gold necklace?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I have a few, but I just don't wear it because
Yeah.
I like wearing just a plain black necklace.
Yeah, it's heavy. Like, I see these guys wearing the gold necklace. I have a gold necklace too, but sometime I wear it, sometime I don't, because it's heavy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
2 baht, 3 baht, 4 baht. I'm like, dude, and I see some guy with the big old chain. I'm like, bro, I know your neck's heavy.
Yeah. I don't know how those rappers do it. Like, they wear like a pound of jewelry on the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear any
my
jewelry,
neck hurts.
man. I'm not a jewelry guy, so
No.
you can find. I don't have anything but size of watch. That's it.
Yeah, and I always wear a watch, my ring, and now a bead. So that's my everyday
It's
carry.
pretty dope. Yeah.
Oh, and a fanny pack.
On the fanny pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toby, I don't carry anything, man. Just my wallet, cell phone, and that's
And
it.
your confidence, huh?
Yep, that's it. I don't have anything in the
You're
car.
overconfident.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in my car, and yeah, that's all I have, man.
I always carry my necklace. I have my lighter with me. It helps me think. Because when I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I'm just like, okay, I'm clicking, and then it helps me kind of like process, like mentally, like how am I going to solve something or whatever. You know? It kind of helped me think.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, because before when I was a kid, I carried everything.
yeah.
Like, because, I don't know, I feel like a Boy Scout. Like, I had to be prepared for everything. Like, I have a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
I have my nail clipper. I have a screwdriver. I have a flashlight, pepper spray. I don't know why I had carried. Dude, like, my keychain is like that.
Yeah.
They're looking like fucking janitor's keychain. Like, I have everybody's house keys.
Jeez.
I don't know why I was carrying all of that shit for.
Superstitious, man. I mean, all these stuff, these magic, these things. And I mean, what do you think the percentage, if you had to guess, what do you think the percentage of people that believe in the supernatural?
In our community?
In our community? Yeah.
I think for the first gen and our parents' generation, for sure, 95% for sure. I think with our group, our second gen, I'm thinking at least 60. At least 60.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
high.
look, out of us three, at least two, right? Me, I'm almost there. I'm almost third, and I do believe it in somewhat way. I lean more like around 60% for me. 60, 65.
I think it's 100%.
For our group?
100% for our group?
For all the groups, at some level, that they believe in supernatural at some level. Now, are they like superstitious?
Yeah.
Probably not. But at some level, they believe there's a higher power.
Yeah.
And something that's, requires faith.
Yeah.
And something that's out of our control.
Yeah.
So, like, they might not be, like, superstitious and, like, having to, buy a house with a north-facing whatever.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like, they're probably not going to be stealing food from the pakao for the dead people,
Well, to answer Toby's question, I think for individually, I think majority of Southeast Asian traits, I believe more than 50% individually, they have to believe in some sort of thing. If they're coming from a cultural background, and they don't even have to be South Asian, even South Indian folks, they believe in all that stuff too, man.
I think all culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly cultures believe.
I think
in that
it's
stuff.
coming around. It's slowly getting adopted
Yeah.
in America, right? It's slowly getting adopted.
Yeah.
You see it with yoga. You see it with mindset stuff.
Yeah.
All these stuff about
Mindfulness. In
mindset,
therapy, too.
changing
They-
it.
they teach it in
mindfulness
therapy, too.
stuff. Like I see it, man, and it's slowly getting integrated into our culture. Because before, in American culture, they tell, oh, that's bad. That's why you have blind faith. Why you have this and that. When science and the ancient ways are actually merging.
Yeah.
They're becoming one with one another. You know, so and the quantum physics is actually proving a lot of the stuff that we know as ancient knowledge. They're slowly, all this stuff is true, but they're packaging it in a way where, we found breakthrough, we found, this newer way of doing things, right? But we're over here, Asian people over here, like, dude, we know this already. We've been doing this, Like, so it's
that was like that. Even like that one year when they came out with coconut water.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'm over here looking at them like, bro, we've been drinking coconut water since we were kids.
Bro.
Y'all barely started doing all these coconut water things. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like Jackie Chan used coconut water to save somebody's life in that one movie. What was it Operation Dumbledore?
Condor. Operation
yeah.
Condor. Yeah.
Yeah, he used coconut water as IV to save somebody's life. And that was like back in 1982.
Yeah.
And now they're barely doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it.
And this thing about the mindset too, like, changing vibration. It's like, bro, like the Hindus knew about this, like
that,
from way back then, the
Way
guru
back.
and stuff. Like
Exactly.
they're barely doing it now,
Exactly.
It's just funny how it's just coming around, man. Like it's crazy.
Man, we want to hear you guys too. I know you guys probably listening to this and probably shaking your head or going, I experienced something like that. But do you guys actually believe in black magic, or what are some of your daily
some of your rituals
that you guys have on a daily basis? Because your story is meaningful to us too. We want to hear from you guys.
You know what? For the people on the realtor side, What is your superstition about houses?
Oh,
I want to know. Like, when you buy in a house, what is must for you?
Yeah.
Does the door have to
We
face
should
a
talk
certain
about
way?
feng shui in the next
next
session.
next
Talk
session.
about feng shui.
Like, I help a lot of Hmong people, and some people, some of them need a wall, like for their ancestor.
Yeah.
Like, it's just called the wall.
Oh, for all their shrine and all that
for
stuff.
all their shrines and stuff.
Really?
And, and some people say the door in the front and the back can't go through.
Yes, that's true.
Facing each other.
That's
and
feng
some
shui.
say, oh, it's better for it to go through. So I'm confused on who's right and who's wrong.
It can't go through.
Well,
because they say money come in the front door and out the back door. That's why you don't want it parallel with one another.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they said, like, if you put a crystal ball or mirror or something to fix it, then you're good.
But think about it. How are you going to put a mirror if the doors are going over?
Already.
How are you going to put a mirror in the middle? You got to put a wall up in order to keep it in.
No. Like my house, my door and my back door is through.
Yeah.
But I have a ceiling fan, so I hung a little crystal ball on the ceiling fan to come down to reflect.
I see.
Yeah,
why did you do that?
Huh?
Why did you do that?
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Well, just because, even though I don't believe
You're
it,
superstitious.
just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah,
like, hey, why not? I mean, just like when you're around sick people and then, like, I'm not going to get sick, but why not wear a mask?
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Did you also know, if you drive around and look at the houses, a lot of places have red doors.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because
Full house.
Full house. Because the red door actually is the element of fire for the front door where the money is. So if you go to restaurants and all this stuff, it's always red. Pay attention to it.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Pay attention to it.
I just thought because Chinese lucky color is red.
Yeah.
It's the front door. It has to be red. So
Well,
and you see it in a lot of architecture now. Like in American architecture, they put a red door.
I always seen red doors on white homes. I just thought that was a color that, they wanted to have a red door. Or it meant more majority of the time Christmas, happiness or something.
It's a red door. It's feng shui on the red door.
Next session right there, dude.
Feng shui.
Feng shui.
Yeah.
Feng shui.
That's what we're going to talk about. Feng shui. Any last word, guys?
No, man.
Supernatural?
I would love to hear from our audience, man.
Yeah.
I would love to hear from you guys, man. That would be my last take, to hear from you guys and to hear your stories, commenting, or DM us if you want us to highlight your stories on our social media. We want to do that too. We want to do that a little bit more, actually. Getting a copy of what you guys share with us, and so that we know that you guys are also included on this podcast, man.
Right. We want to share everyone's story because everyone's experience different. Maybe our parent taught us a little bit, and we're missing some information that we could share with one another to get a complete picture.
Yes.
Instead of like what Lucky was saying, where you only know bits and pieces of certain information.
Right.
So if we share with one another, we could actually get the full picture. A community, a group thing.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, even if you don't believe something, don't disrespect it.
Right.
Just in case it's true, then you might get cursed. You don't want to get cursed, bro.
Oh, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Energy, frequency, and vibration. It's true, whether you believe it or not.
Yeah. So don't go around disrespecting something that you don't believe in.
Right.
Just respect it. You don't have to go out and practice it, but just don't disrespect anybody.
Yeah.
They're gonna come for you.
Yep.
Yep. They're gonna come for you.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Okay. Competent. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.
Out.